Hello, hello. We're back, and this time with pastrami. Stay tuned. So for pastrami, it's basically the same cut as brisket. I'm using the half brisket for this cook. We need to brine this and let it rest for, well, it depends. Like half brisket, you can do it 5 to 7 days of rest in a brine a solution in the fridge. Or if it's like a full brisket size, you can do it 7 to 12 days, or even maybe push it to 14 days or something. But for this one, this is a half brisket. We're gonna prepare a brine for it. As for that, we need some materials here. So we need like for this one, I'm gonna use 4 liter of water. Which for that I'm gonna put in 170 grams of kosher salt and 100 grams of white sugar. You can use brown sugar if you like. I'm gonna use 10 grams of the pink curing salt for this. I'm going to use 4 tablespoons of the pickling spice and 5, 6 cloves of garlic. Slice them, crush them, whatever you like, and then full stick of the cinnamon, which is here. And then I'm going to put in some sliced onion. They don't have to be perfect. Just chop them and throw them in. For that, we're gonna roast our pickling spices first. Just give it some hype, and then add in other materials, and then add water on top, and then let it simmer for like 5 to 10 minutes or 15 minutes. And then once it's done, we're gonna turn it off. We let it cool down fully before we put in our brisket in the solution. Stay tuned. I'm gonna show you how I do it. Well, thank you. All right. So we got the temperature on medium high, and quick tip, I crushed them all in this thing, and then that would help to give you more flavor and stuff. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to let this heat up, and then I'm going to toss them in. Once you toss them in, you just need to make sure that you don't want to brown them. You just want to give it like a bit of like you toss them a little bit. Maybe drop that temperature a little bit to 6 or 7. All right, so that's enough. Then I'm gonna add 2 liters of the boiled water. Okay. I added that. The next thing I'm gonna add all the salt in, along with all the sugar. Dissolve them a little bit. Get your cinnamons, the mini. Then there it goes, the curing salt, 10 grams, not more. Then I'm gonna add the onions. And the garlics. But then that's it. We're gonna let it sit here and then simmer for 10 to 15 minutes, and then we'll be back. Thanks. All right. So the brine is was simmering for 15 minutes. What I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna turn it off, and I'm gonna add 2 more liters of water to this. What you can do at this stage is that you can add ice cube to it or chill ice water to it, cool it down straight away. I'm gonna let it sit and rest until it's fully cooled down, and then I'm probably gonna leave it in the fridge. And then once it's all cooled down and it's safe, then I'm gonna add the meat to the brine and let it cure for a week. Stay tuned. Thank you. Morning, everyone, and welcome back. Brisket has been the 6 days gone. Brisket was in the fridge, in the solution. What I've done so far was like every day or two, I just rotate it around to make sure that the solution will get all over it. And what we're going to do today is that we're going to remove it from this and then wash it completely, make sure all the excess spices and everything's gone. And then we're going to pat dry it, and then we uh, mm, put the rub that we made together on top, and then we put it in a smoker, and then we going to take care of it for a day until we have the pastrami ready. Stay tuned. Yeah. Yeah. Come closer, 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 closer. The color of the meat changed actually from the beefy pinky color to, and this indicates that the beef is kind of fully cured, and we have all the solution penetrate to the meat, which is a good sign. And what we're gonna do now is that we're gonna, I washed it just now, and then what I'm gonna do is that I'm going to pack dry it and put the rub on. Give me a second. I'm gonna get a piece of butcher paper so I can make sure that I'm not gonna leave my rubs all over the place. And we'll be back. One sec. All right. No brand, nothing special. This I made it myself. It's black pepper, and I crushed it all up, and some coriander seeds. I crushed it all up, and some granulated garlic. The ratio is 2 scoops for black pepper, 2 scoops for the coriander seed, and 1 scoop for the granular garlic. Mix it all up. Sorry about that. I said I'm gonna put this here, so I'm not gonna mess on the bench, but yeah, that's it. So we're done. We just what I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna let it rest and I'm gonna let it sit on here in the room temperature for 30 minutes or so while I'm waiting for the smoker to heat up. And then we're gonna put it in a smoker on 120 C today, and we're gonna smoke it for a couple of hours. We're gonna monitor the look and the feel of the piece of the meat, and then adjust the temperature based on that. But we're going to be back and we're going to talk more about the temperatures and the timing. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned. Cool. So brisket is 70 centigrade internal, and what we're going to do now is that we're going to wrap it in a butcher paper and put it back in a brisket and let it go till it gets to the internal temperature of 90 degrees. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to spray the paper so that would make it more flexible to work with. And then we're going to transfer the brisket. All right. A little bit more spray. Make sure you wrap it tight. There we go. It's your package, nice and tight. We're going to put it back in the brisket, back in the smoker. So we're gonna let it be here at the same temperature, or you can crank it up to 150 degree Celsius and then let it run until it gets to the internal temperature of the 90 degrees Celsius, which we're gonna talk about it more. Thank you. Hey, we're back. So it's been 7 hours from the time that we started this morning, and the brisket pastrami probing at 90 degree, 91 degree internal Celsius, which is safe to take it out. So we're gonna bring it in, put it in this, and then we're gonna let it rest in the oven at 70 degrees Celsius. We're gonna keep it there for 2 to 4 hours. We'll see. It depends on how tender it is. We're gonna probe it along the way, and we're just gonna let it cool down slowly, and we'll see the results soon. Thanks. Forgot to say, please don't forget to subscribe and press the like button. Hey everyone, we're back again. So the previous video that you watched was when we tried to slice it while it was hot after the rest time, but then we decided to keep half of it overnight in the fridge and then slice it tonight for the dinner. Uh, what I'm going to do is that I'm going to use the slicer for this, but you don't have to use a slicer. You can do it with like a knife in your kitchen, your chef knife or whatever you got. It's just a matter of like how thin or thick you want to have it cut, and then just make your sandwich however you like it. Uh, let's see how it goes. Thank you.